Mark here from newhometricks.com. Today I want to tell you a little bit about how we've expanded the lighting setup that we've got in our kitchen. If you remember from some of the previous videos that we've done, we've installed some Philips Hue Lightstrips on top of some kitchen cabinets that we've got in that room, alongside the Philips Hue motion sensor that we've used for controlling the lighting in the room. What we've done recently is we've now expanded that a little bit by also installing some Philips Hue Lightstrip on the underside of those same cabinets. But that did pose us a little bit of a challenge. Unlike the top of the cabinets, which is one long continuous surface that goes around a corner, the underside of the cabinets is broken up a little bit. There's a raised section over the kitchen sink. So we had to have a little bit of a think about the best way to do this and come up with a solution. One way would certainly have been to have a continuous light strip that went all the way along. However, that would have meant that at the side of that raised section, the light strip that would have been there wouldn't have been sort of covered up by anything. We've tended to find that the light strip works best if there is something kind of covering it over so that you don't directly see the light strip. That way it has a sort of nice ambient lighting effect. If the light strip itself is directly exposed, you kind of see all of the LEDs directly and it doesn't look quite so nice. An alternative would have been to have separate light strips for each section, one for the first section, another for the raised section, and then yet another one for the final section back at the regular height. But that would have meant 3 sets of Philips Hue lights, which would have each taken up a slot in our Philips Hue bridge. You can have up to 50 lights on your Hue bridge. A little bit more if you want to stretch it, but then you might potentially run into some problems. And it would have required 3 power supplies that we would have had to connect. So we actually found a third way, and that was to use extension cables. Now, Philips don't officially make any extension cables for you to join together 2 sets of light strips over a distance, but there is a third-party cable that we found on Amazon. There's various different lengths, 1 and 3 meters. They're available in black and white. There's multi-packs that you can get. What this essentially allows you to do is join together 2 separate sections of Philips Hue Lightstrip that you have without connecting them directly, so they can be cabled over a distance. And the cable is small enough that we were able to drill a hole into our kitchen cabinets from the underside, route the cable up, and then route it through at the higher level, and then do the same at the other side to route it back down to the lower level. So now we've got one Philips Hue light strip, each with separate levels, connected with a couple of these extension cables. So that allows it to be one light showing up in the Philips Hue app rather than 3 lights, and it allows the whole thing to be continuous from one power supply. Now, of course, these extension cables, because they're not sold by Philips, I'm not going to make any particular recommendation that you should use these. I don't want anyone to think that their warranty is going to be fully valid if they use these cables. If you use these third-party cables, then you do so at your own risk. But hey, it's just wires. It has worked for us perfectly fine. We were happy to go ahead and use these. You should be able to find them on Amazon or other websites perfectly easily. And now that it's installed, it does give a very nice effect. We've got a very nice uplighter effect on top of the cabinets, as we saw previously, and now we've got a nice kind of downlighter effect down onto the kitchen surfaces and onto the sink areas. That provides a nice continuous lighting. Previously, that was achieved using these sort of small, thin, fluorescent tube things. Now that we've got the LED lighting, it gives a much more uniform lighting effect across that kitchen surface and kitchen sink area. And of course, this is all still controlled with our motion sensor and our Philips Hue tap switch. We want to continue to expand in the kitchen. We'd also like some floor level lighting. There are some lower level kitchen cabinets, and across the bottom of those there's kind of a lip area that sticks out slightly into the room. That'll be a very logical place for us to install some Philips Hue Lightstrip there as well, and that'll sort of complete the set. We'll have the high level up lighting, the mid level down lighting, and then the sort of floor level down lighting. After that, all we really need to do then is figure out what we want to do using the ceiling lamps. Do we want to put some bulbs in there? Do we want to go with one of the Philips Hue integrated lamps? There's a few different options. I'm kind of kicking around some ideas, but so far that's a nice sort of progression of how we've done in the kitchen. Continue to keep you updated on that, of course. I have written up a companion blog post as always, so if you want to have a read of that, please check it out. The link for it is in the description below, or check out the website newhometricks.com. If you've liked this video, please share it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.